Hello, today I'm talking to you from the top of a hill. This is a vantage point, and I'm going to be talking about the Trecena of Tz'ikin. The reason why I came to the top of the hill is because from the top of the hill we get to see the way ahead, we get to see what's around us, we get to understand where our vision is going to take us. And so it seemed very appropriate to be talking here for the Trecena of Tz'ikin, a Trecena which may see us understanding how to bring in a new vision, calling for a new vision, which we wish to ripen in the coming Trecena of Anil. Okay, so we're going to begin the Trecena, of course, with the day 1 Tz'ikin. Here we see the perfect day to get that new vision, to ask for that new vision. Tz'ikin, the one who, as I said, flies up high, the bird energy that helps us to rise above what's directly around us and understand where we might go next, what vision we wish to bring in. Now, maybe it's going to take 260 days to bring this vision in, but the day 1 Tz'ikin is perhaps one of the best days to ask for a new vision to come to you. So if you're in need of some clarity right now, if you're in need of a new vision to take you forwards, 1 Tz'ikin could be an excellent day to ask for it. From 1 Tz'ikin, we will then move into the day of 2 Achmach. Achmach representing humanness. Achmach representing errors sometimes, forgiveness sometimes. And here, coupled with the number 2, a very binary day where we see things in a very polarized way. This is a day to understand forgiveness, to understand the two hands of it, to ask for forgiveness and to forgive others. Okay, this might come up in a very binary way, in a forgive or don't forgive way. How are we going to encapsulate that into our new vision? Maybe there is something which we wish to ask to be forgiven for. That's always a good process to go through on Achmach days. And here it might come forward in a very highly contrasted way. It might become very obvious what needs to be forgiven and maybe what doesn't need to be forgiven. Maybe there's some things which are just purely human. They're part of our course and they're part of the course of others. And so it's a day to embrace both sides of humanity in order to truly accept ourselves and others. After 2 Achmach, we then move into 3 Noach. Noach, the Nawal of knowledge, the Nawal of understanding, and the Nawal of problem solving. And here, combined with the number which can represent the inner world and which can represent the home, this calls us to look inside of ourselves for the knowledge that we already carry. Perhaps we need this knowledge, we need this information in order to understand how to bring our new vision into reality, how to cultivate it. Now, the number 3 can represent some external blockages. And so maybe it's a case of not looking outside of ourselves to try and find an answer. 3 Noch very much suggests that we already have the information, we already have the answer within us. So 3 days are often a great day to stay home, to meditate, and to bring that understanding from your heart, from what you carry within you already, in order to solve the problems around you. After 3 Noach, we then move into 4 Tash. So Tash, the day of the obsidian blade. Tash, the day of discernment, the day of refinement, the day of purification, and a day of healing. It's a day where we can skillfully use the razor blade, the obsidian blade of Tash, to carve away what is not needed, what is holding us back, to carve away those things which might bring disease or illness in order to bring healing, as a surgeon would. It's a day to refine, and here we see it in the physical plane with the number 4. And so this might be a good day to look around you and see what needs healing around you. It's a good day to use your discernment to understand exactly how you can use your precision, You can use your refinement. You can use that which purifies to heal in the physical world. Now, obviously, this is a great day for physical surgery, should you be requiring it. And if you have the option to book it, then 40 hash would be a good one for it, because it's really about, bringing that healing into the physical. But there may be other physical things around you that you need to cut away in order to bring your new vision in the Trecena of Tz'ikin into being, into the physical. From 40 hash, we're then going to move into 5 Kwok, another day of healing. Kwok kind of representing the aftercare, representing the compassionate essence of healing. Kwok washing away that which has been cut. Now, is this going to be an easy task? Well, often healing work is not an easy task. And the number 5 represents putting our effort, putting our energy, and putting our work into it. So it's very easy to say healing work, compassionate healing work, is a very apt theme for the day 5 Kwok. Kwok, of course, also representing the healing essence of women, day of the midwives. And so it's really sort of saying to us, let's put our work into washing away the obstacles that stop us from bringing in our new vision. From 5 Kwok, we then move into 6 Arpu. So Arpu, a day of the spiritual path, a day to find our path back to the source, or to be working on it anyway. A day on working on our heroship. Now, I know that's a big word. I look at it as representing the best essence, the highest essence that we each hold, working towards it. And here we see it in combination with the number 6. The number 6 representing stability. The number 6 also representing the family. Arpu days often give us the ability to see the holiness in things, to see the divinity in things. And here we can see it connected with family. And so it's a great day to recognize how your family might help you on that divine path. It's a great day to recognize the divinity that each of our family holds, whether we agree with it or not, perhaps. It's also a great day to stabilize your spiritual path, to call upon the heart of the sky and the heart of the earth, to ask to manifest your spiritual path into the physical realm. That would be coming through the power of the 6. And so, once again, when we see this incorporated into the Trecena of vision, into the Trecena of the new vision, this is surely a day to ask for the assistance of the heart of the sky and the heart of the earth to help us to find our spiritual path in the physical world. From 6 Arpu, we're then going to move into 7 Immis. So Immis representing the dream, representing our connection with everything and everyone around us, with the collective consciousness. And here we see it with the number 7, which can represent finality, which can represent endings, but it can also represent choice. Now, it may be a good day to have a look around you and see what connections you have. Be they psychic connections, be they empathic connections to the society, the collective around you. And ask yourself, do I choose this? Am I choosing to stay connected with this idea? Am I choosing to stay connected with this form of consciousness? How does this work into my vision of future growth, my vision to go forwards? It's a day of choice. Choose your dream on 7 Immis. Choose which dream to follow, because that's got to be part of your vision as well. And a great day, obviously, also to work out whether some of the collective consciousness that you are connected with, whether this is, let's say, healthy for your dream, healthy for your vision, or maybe unhealthy for your vision. And so make your choice as to which dream you wish to follow, which consciousness you wish to connect with. From 7 Immis, we then move into 8 Q'ij. 8, the day of ceremony. Q'ij, the day of the divine breath, the day of the wind, the day of communication. 8 can be seen as wholeness. It can be seen as embracing the wholeness of communication and communicating in many ways. It may be through the voice. It may be through the written word. Maybe your words are going to come to you in a different way. Maybe it's through song. Maybe it's through poetry. Maybe it's through prose. Maybe it's through verbalizing. 8 Ik would suggest embracing all of them. Now, as a ceremonial day, and with Ik representing the divine breath, it's a great day to make ceremony, to give thanks for every breath that we take, every word that we utter, to understand how to bring the words into balance, how to use words with the correct force, but also with the correct amount of love behind them, with the correct amount of inspiration behind them. And so what we see with 8 Ik, particularly if you are the sort of person that likes to make ceremony, light some candles, burn some copal, and give thanks for every breath that you take, and ask for the divine breath to empower every word that you utter. From 8 Ik, we move into 9 Akbal. Akbal representing the dawn and the dusk, representing the twilight, representing the new concepts that come to us at the beginning of each new day. And here seen with the number 9, the number which can represent the feminine, the number which can also represent new life. So the life which comes through the new conception, a new concept for life is the way that we could see it. And so once again, we're seeing this kind of theme being transmitted and being carried through the Trecena of Tz'ikin. This is a day to bring your new concept to life, to put your life energy into it. It may be a great day to consult with the women in your life as to, how viable your new concept might be. Now, what I also see with Akbal is it is like the revelation when the sun begins to rise, when we move into the twilight of the day, that which has been hidden in the darkness becomes revealed to us. And this is about revealing our new concept for life. And so whether it's a time to get that concept out to others, or whether it's a time just to work on bringing it in more strongly to life, 9 Akbal suggests that it's a good day to do those kind of things. From 9 Akbal, we then move into 10 Cat. Cat representing the net, representing bringing things together in order to multiply, in order to bring abundance. And here we see it with the number 10 representing society and community. So it's a great day to be making things with your community, to be getting together with your community, be having some form of community gathering, whether it's a meeting on how to bring your community into more abundance, or whether it's it might even be a party that gets everybody together and gets everybody into the same place. But one of the other things that we can also see with Cat is that Cat can represent the burden. It can represent connections and attachment. And sometimes what we see with Cat is that it holds us back. It represents looking at the things which hold us back, looking at the things which maybe stifle us. And here, combined with the community, can also represent those things which hold us back. Maybe they are ideas from our community. Maybe they are things from our community or from our society that are stifling our vision. Cat's a great day to be having a sort out, working out what we want to carry with us, what we want to stay connected with, and what we want to let go of. And so maybe it's a great day to be looking at how you are bound into agreements of society, how you are bound into your community, and how you might want to release yourself from the confinement of the net, the confinement of the bonds of society that are stopping you from bringing your new vision in. From 10 Cat, we then move into 11 Can. So it's a very strong day. The 11 day can be rather directionless, even if it has the potential for great creativity, which comes from that directionlessness of it. Okay? And here we see it with a very powerful Nawal, the Nawal Can, representing power and wisdom and energy. 11 days I like to see as very intuitive days. They're days on which we need to kind of like follow what comes to us intuitively. Take the turn which comes to us intuitively. But here, combined with the Nawal Can, we need to work out how we're working with that power. Whether that power is taking us in the right direction or whether it is leading us astray. So we might need to kind of like hang on to what we're following on that day. Can also bring about great wisdom. And sometimes the great wisdom comes through following a path which maybe isn't logical. It comes through following a path which maybe comes to us intuitively. So again, listen to what your intuition is telling you on an 11 day and follow its wisdom in order to bring empowerment to yourself and to people around you. Can be seen as the Nawal of the teacher. And when we see the number 11, this again might be bringing things from many different places in order to bring out the full wisdom of it. We could see it as, being not one teacher has all the answers. We need to pull in the wisdom from many different places in order to truly bring wisdom and see through the illusion. From 11 Can, we then move into 12 Kame. Here we see the Nawal Kame representing the ancestors, but also representing overcoming our fears, overcoming our challenges, combined with the number 12 representing our life experience. So it's asking us to use our life experiences to help us to overcome our challenges. Now, maybe also they might be the life experiences of our ancestors. As we move into this new vision, great, we can see where we're going, but along the way we're going to face challenges in order to fulfill that life vision. So, where are we going to get our information to help us to move through it? From our life experience and from our ancestors. Now, on Kame days, we're often faced with fears which sometimes almost seem insurmountable. They might be really big fears that we have to go through. But when we look back at our life experience, we might understand, well, hey, I've been through something like this before. This is not necessarily new to us. And in order to, get to the end, in order to get to the vision, we're going to have to go through it anyway. So a great day for a bit of a life review, to understand how you can use your experience to overcome your challenges, to call on your ancestors to help you to overcome them. And then finally, we come to the day 13 Q'ij, a day of the connection to the wilderness, a great day to get out into the wild, to get out with family, with friends, or by yourself, as the case may be, into the tree place, into the mountain place, into the wilderness, in order to connect with spirit, in order to connect with the ancestors. This is where the vision is going. This is where it's taking us, its final point. And so, if you are in need of some guidance, if you're in need of some clarity, you might find it in the wilderness today, because often we see it as, kind of like when we go to the wilderness, the natural world, the spirit of nature speaks with us. It brings us ideas. They come to us through our connection with the trees, through our connection with the wild, through our connection with the animals maybe as well. It's all bringing us information. And here, when we see it combined with the number 13, this is the number of the ancestors. This is the number of spirit. And so when we see those two things coming together, it's almost as if we could understand spirit talking through the wilderness on that day in order to help us to become empowered, in order to help us to lead, in order to help us to move forwards with our vision. So, that's been the Trecena of Tz'ikin. I hope that it brings your new vision to you. And I'll see you again in 13 days' time for the Trecena of Anil. Thanks for watching.